I'm Kate.
I'm Ebong.
And I'm Sonya.
And today we're dishing with you from the brand new Smith Commons located at 1245 H Street Northeast. This is a new place, as we just said, in the H Street corridor with some amazing high-end, I would say high-end food, just a place where you would get something that you wouldn't normally find.
I like the decor as well, though.
I know.
I like the
exposed sort of brick, nice. Yeah. I know, it's
nice
lovely.
woods. Like, even smell when we walked in here, you could smell the wood. I mean, just phenomenal. And our guest today is our roving sommelier, Andrew Stover. I call him that because he's been at a few other places as well. But he's Andrew Stover.
I'm everywhere.
And he's everywhere. Exactly.
He's like a superhero of wine.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Just when you
That's the kind of superhero I would like to meet.
And he's a sommelier here as well. So he's going to talk to us a little today about some wine pairings and some trends, holiday ideas. And tell us about you started here with what is one of the wines that you would start with, you think, as an appetizer? To go with appetizer.
You know what? One of the wines that would be really good with some of the cuisine that's been placed out in front of us would be our one of our sparkling wines by the glass, which Kate has down there. This is the new Fizz, which is actually a local wine produced by a winery called Thibaut Janison. The winemaker, his name is Claude Thibaut. He's actually French. He makes champagne, but he lives in Charlottesville and makes Virginia sparkling wine. And this is his new product, which is sparkling Chardonnay, and it's called Fizz. Oh. And it's a great aperitif. Did you try it?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's
wonderful.
It's
is this what everybody's going to be cheering with for the new year? Everybody's going to be toasting with their sparkling wine?
If you're looking for something that's local, that supports the local wine industry, the local economy, this is a great wine, and it's well priced. I mean, we're looking at retail under $25.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know, for the holidays, I always say this, I cannot cook to save my soul. But I want to look like fancy, you know, like the holiday, like, oh, welcome, and I've created all these things which I may or may not have created, but at least if I can pick out the wine, I feel like I have some ownership in what I'll be serving. So tell us how one works out what they should serve.
So wines for your party.
Wines for the party.
Okay, well, first and foremost, you don't want to look cheap to your guests, right? So I probably would recommend don't be going to Safeway at the 11th hour, and we can talk about that, because that always happens, right? It's the 11th hour, you've done everything you need to do for your party, and oh my God, you don't have the wine. And then you go to Safeway or Giant. I mean, if you live in Virginia.
Or Trader Joe's, and then it says Trader Joe's brand across the top, and you're like, oh,
I mean, it just depends on the sort of, you know, how you want to look in front of your guests. I mean, maybe you don't have the budget to spend $50 or more on a bottle of real champagne, Veuve Clicquot, Moet Chandon, whatever. So, you know, finding something like this, I guarantee your guests have never seen this sparkling wine. So I always tell friends and, you know, customers that ask me, go into independent wine shops. I mean, you know, and in this day and age, we want to support the local small guys, right? I mean, that's what keeps the economy running. So go into your local small wine shops and ask them for a recommendation. You know, give them your budget. I don't want to spend more than $15 a bottle on a sparkling wine. Great, they're going to have something for you, and nobody's going to have seen it before. Hopefully, I mean, if that's what you want to portray.
So that saves you from being embarrassed from buying Charles Shaw.
Are you really going to show up to somebody's holiday party and have Yellowtail Bubbly there?
Right.
I mean, as nice as it might be for that hangover mimosa the next day, right? The Yellowtail Bubbly, that's when you can go to Safeway. When you have to make the mimosas and the Bellinis and those sparkling wine cocktails, that it doesn't matter how great the sparkling wine is, especially for the next day when you're like, oh, I need some hair of the dog.
So this is very similar to, not just if you're the host, but if you're bringing wine or champagne or sparkling wine as a hostess gift.
If you are bringing wine for whether it's a holiday party or a New Year's party, or even, you know, let's go beyond that, baby shower. Well, I guess you're probably not taking wine to a baby shower.
Some people are drinking there.
Right. That's true. That's true. Everybody but the mother debate. But anytime you're doing a hostess gift or a gift, I would probably not necessarily go out and shop in a very common place. Because, again, at the risk of looking cheap to your friend or the host of the party, right?
So labels are important.
I think labels are very important.
So the way they look says what about the wine?
Do you judge a bottle by its cover?
No.
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 Okay.
Because the funny thing is, a lot of wines have great, fun-looking packaging, and they're really not that great. Because
so is it
they spend
inversely
more money getting the packaging looking really cool and fun, and to entice you to buy it. Because I mean, I think we all could admit, we go to stores, whether it's a grocery or any kind of product, and if it looks fun and exciting, you're going to buy it.
If it has a black dog on it, I buy it.
I mean, it may not be the greatest product, but you buy it. And it's all in the marketing of the product. So there are a lot of wines out there that have fun packaging.
So look for the understated packaging maybe, and maybe it'll be a little,
it's, you know what,
if you don't know the label.
I mean, this is a great package for a good wine. I mean, I think that they did they definitely put some thought into this package for fizz. I mean, so if you were to see this on the shelf, like, you might buy it because it looks kind of fun. But lucky you, it's actually a good product. Now, there's other products out there that they put more time and effort into the packaging than to the product. I mean, great example. I saw this at Safeway the other day because I actually had to go buy a bunch of, we call them bottom shelf, because top shelf is Veuve Clicquot at $50, and then bottom shelf is like Barefoot Bubbly and Yellowtail. I had to buy 4 bottles of the bottom shelf because we were doing a blind tasting on it to see if they were actually palatable to drink for the holidays, especially for these mimosas. So
and
anyways,
people couldn't tell the difference.
Right, long story short, but there was one bottle that I saw, it looked like a bottle of Voss water. We all know how Voss is. It's a very long, cylindrical, very stylish looking package. Well, now they're putting wine in it. It's called Voga Italia, and it's Pinot Grigio, and it comes in a sparkling as well. Okay, I've had it before. It's nothing new. It's been out for a while. But I saw it and I was like, oh, wow, there it is. It's still around. It's horrible.
Oh, so
you heard it there.
It's horrible.
It looks like water. Don't drink it.
Can you do the,
you can make sangria out of it.
The $2 chuck, like...
If you want to make sangria, absolutely.
But there's like no way. If you think you're getting a deal on wine,
Sonya,
you're not.
It just depends on what you like. I mean, again, this is a very subjective conversation. What do you like? Okay, I'll tell you something though. I get scared with all of these very low-priced wines like the $2 chuck that come out and people buy them, and that's what they get used to drinking. Because I'll tell you, then people come in to see me at the restaurant, and we give them a nice, fine wine. In my opinion, a fine wine, because again, it's subjective, and they send it back because it's not homogenized.
So what you're saying is that basically it doesn't matter what you think about wine, you should just try it. You should just try new things.
Try
right?
something, and always ask the store personnel for recommendations, because that's what they're there for. You're not going to get store personnel at Safeway, perhaps, or Giant, or Trader Joe's that are going to know anything. Go to those small independents, Schneider's of Capitol Hill, Cleveland Park, MacArthur. Those are great shops that spend time and effort, with their staff.
Yeah, and you can come to places like this and try things by the glass.
And you come here and see me.
And come and see you and ask you for all of your recommendations. Right. We know we'll be back here trying the food and definitely trying the wine and sparkling wine. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope we'll see you next time right here on the District Dish.